NPC will always say, don't do panic buying when you're buying fuel.
Well, I'm not sure this is prevalent all over Nigeria, because till last week when I was in the southwest, there was nothing like, scarcity of cash yet.
But don't you think it's just shifting? Same way you hear fuel, they tell you, oh, in Lagos we have.
So that's why I'm saying that maybe it's just starting and it will gradually creep into the other regions of the country. But since the CBN said, because I don't see any justification for it, absolutely nothing to justify this scarcity of cash. But in Nigeria, you can't. Anything is possible, like they say. Before you know what is happening, there are some other things under Yoruba hadith that says that the leaves that are dancing on top of the pond, that there is a drama.
There's a drama underneath.
Before you know what is happening, you know that there are some errors that have been happening in our physical and economic policies that is causing us to have this problem. And like Francis said earlier, so why is it that it is always around this festive period that you always have this kind of painful scarcities? But I hope the CBN quickly get on top of the matter and nip it in the bud, because if that is not done, it's going to greatly inflict more hardship on Nigerians. And the suffering presently, like the Vice President said yesterday at a program, that Nigerians are not happy with government officials. That is an understatement. That is an understatement. Nigerians are very, very, very angry
with the government officials,
because they see them live big while they are so impoverished.
All right, now our time is fast spent, but I just want us to talk about this in 2 minutes. I want us to talk about the Dangote refinery that has taken its first delivery of the crude oil, and according to reports, it's ready to start distributing in January. What are your projections for the Dangote refinery, and what changes in particular do you see it bringing to the Nigerian economy? Because I was listening to an interview by the group managing director of the NNPC, Mile Kyari. He said the Dangote refinery and the other refineries that are undergoing turnaround, maintenance and renovation right now, that they will not necessarily have an impact on the prices of PMS. Then, to what end?
And then there's a statement that he made, I also saw, says a refinery is not created to reduce petrol price.
Well, I'm not surprised, because Dangote refinery is still a private organization, not a public firm. So Dangote is not going into refinery business because he loves oil so much, or because he loves Nigeria so much. He's into it because he wants to make profit. That's fundamental. And if you look at it that way, he will want to sell at prevailing prices. And I always tell people that they should not be too excited, because Dangote has other lines of productions apart from refinery. To what extent are the prices so cheap? So if you look at it from that angle, you know that when you're talking about Dangote refinery, it's just good that it might help our exchange rate, but not necessarily the cost of fuel. And if the cost of fuel doesn't come down, Nigerians are still going to remain in this set of afflictions that we have been in. So that is...
How about supply?
The supply mechanism may improve, but if the supply mechanism, because what goes into the cost of fuel is not just about the availability of the fuel itself. It is about what they call equalization to goes into the cost. So you find out that maybe some of us in the southwest or the southern Nigeria may even sigh for relief for the availability. But in Nigeria, we have seen something that it can be available but not cheap.
So it's wanting to be available.
So the availability is what the refineries will guarantee. That because the refinery as a private organization now want to do everything possible to push out their products and sell. So it will be very, very much available. But talking about
affordability,
the price coming down, please forget that.
Okay, so let's see if we can take our last story, even though we have so many callers. See if we can take, okay, let's take this last call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kaftan. Good morning.
Good morning
to
sir.
you.
Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, I'm Fortune. Thank you for picking my call this morning.
Go ahead. You have less than 1 minute.
Please, I want to contribute about what happened in Kaduna, the minute.
Go ahead, please. Are you there, Fortune?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm there. Yeah. Please, I don't think what our military did in Kaduna, I don't think is totally wrong the way we are trying. Throwing the baby with bath water will not be good at this point. What is happening in Nigeria is that we have a lot of cabals that are backing all these terrorists. This place that was bombed is a clear terrorist sympathizing, environment, and they shoot these people. So I don't think that our military will be that so daft. They must have gathered intelligence enough before they embark in what they did. So some of the clerics that are coming to give it religious coloration and all of that are just terrorist sympathizers as well. And I don't think probing the army, because if we keep on bashing the army like this, we'll never win this war against terrorism.
Thank you so much, Fortune. We'll have to let you go.
These people.
Thank you so much. We have to let you go. Well, our time is fast spent. Time is never our friend, especially when we're talking about this kind of matters. Thank you so much, Rotimi Johnson, Public Affairs Analyst, for having this discussion with us this morning.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, that's where we end this program for today. We're so sorry we can't take social media, but most definitely we will take social media. And if we were not able to pick your call, I promise you we will pick your call tomorrow, because we do not take your calls or your viewership for granted. I'll see you again tomorrow. My name is Annabelle Oji.
And I am Francis Adeniyi. Do have a beautiful day ahead.